everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Upcycled Adulting. My name is Cassie Feld, and I am here to help you grow to accomplish your goals, overcome obstacles, and create healthy habits. And today is Small Step Saturday. I love Small Step Saturday. This is the opportunity I take to teach you something that is small or simple, but that is a huge needle mover in your life. This is something that's going to pay off really big and going to be worth the time, energy, and effort that you put in. Today, I'm talking about how to keep your family, particularly your little ones, motivated, engaged, and helping out around the house, and how to inspire them toward, generally speaking, just better behavior as a whole. And I am so incredibly excited to talk about this because I have 5 kids, as many of you may already know. 2 of my kids have special needs. They're neurodivergent, and I'm a little neurospicy myself. So I definitely needed this as a reminder to offer that positive feedback. And my husband, who is a little bit more quiet and just a little more withdrawn, also needed it because it gave him the push that he needed to also offer the positive feedback that was necessary to keeping everyone in our house contributing. And not only that, but doing it really cheerfully. And it even helped with a lot of behavior, conflict, things like that. Now, in my house, we call this system blessing beads, but you can call it anything you like. Essentially, this is absolutely a caught doing good type of activity for your family. What we did first is we just kept some little jars. Baby food jars actually work really great for this because when you keep them on your counter, they're really small and easy to tuck away. We had our kids decorate them. They put their names on them with name labels and put some sparkly glitter on them with some Mod Podge. Super, super easy, super simple. You basically just want to know which jar is whose so that you know where you're putting your beads. And then the next thing you're going to do is just get a bowl or a dish of some sort of beads. Now, these could be marbles. What I'm using here is actually aquarium beads, just because we had a fish and we had the beads, and so I just used those. It can be really cool to find something that matches your decor or that you just like having. Then when we find the kids doing something, like say they're doing their chore without being asked, or they are cheerfully helping out a sibling, or let's say that they've been working on doing their homework on their own and they actually do it, we will give them a bead for that when we catch them doing the deed. Now, you can't ask for a bead. We have to catch you doing the deed. And it's actually a really fun opportunity to remind yourself to praise your kids, to offer them positive feedback, because a lot of times we're so busy, we're so overwhelmed, we're so on overdrive that we can forget to do that. This is a way to remind yourself to express gratitude. So we would say, hey, I see you. I see this awesome thing you're doing. You're helping your sibling, or you're getting that homework done, or you went and did that chore and I didn't even have to ask, or you did such a nice job on your chore. You're offering to help with something, and we give them beads for all of those things. Really, you can give them a bead for anything that you find to be a desirable behavior in your home. Now, obviously, our littler ones might have gotten beads a little easier, or our kids who had some neurodivergence might have gotten a little bit more reminders. We always worked the beads so that they were fair, right? And so that we were mindful of what each kid was working on individually and where they were at. What are they actually able to do? Because clearly a 10-year-old can do things that maybe a 4-year-old can't. But that doesn't mean that you don't want to acknowledge both of their success at the space that they are personally in. Now, I'm going to tell a little secret. If our kids are watching this, they're about to find out something that's going to blow their minds because they actually don't know. We always set a blessing bead goal. Now, you can set this by week or by month. I highly recommend that you set this up by week. And the reason is that a month is too long, right? For littler kids, if you have kids that are 6 and under, you might even want to make it a daily or every other day thing to get a certain number of beads. We always set our kids up to be successful and made sure that they all had enough beads to get a prize. That's just how we did it in our house because we always wanted them to feel like they were winning and to be excited to engage in the game again. If they don't, what happens is they often get disheartened, and it can actually work in the opposite way you want it to. So, what are the prizes? Because some of y'all are like, I cannot possibly have more stuff in my house. Listen, the prize could be almost anything. The prize could be that they get to pick a special book at story time. The prize could be that they get to watch an extra show. The prize could be craft time. So the prize could be time related or connection related. Perhaps it's something that you already were hoping or wanting to do with the children. This will help you also be more accountable to show up for them, right? You've already decided that you want everybody to pitch in more around the house so that you have time to individually read a story to your kids once a week. You make the prize that they get to pick a story for you to read to them every single week, that they get to pick the story this week. And next week, if they get enough beads, they get to pick a story again. Now you're getting into the habit of doing the reading that you want to do anyways, and they feel like they have won a prize. You could also use small prizes, for example, from the dollar store, little crafting things or activity things that might be fun for them. Or you can use this as an opportunity to stock things in your home that maybe you already were planning on stocking anyways. For example, new school supplies, or maybe you know that you want them to have fuzzy socks for the winter, or you know that you want to get a special snack. Instead of just putting it in the snack cupboard, you just put it in the prize box, right? So really you don't have to go over and above in providing prizes for this particular function. Now, I do highly recommend that we don't go overboard with the food prizes because we're not trying to encourage emotional eating, but it can always be nice to have a special little snack in there, especially if it was something you were going to buy anyways. And please remember that things like even doing errands or tasks with you are often prizes for your children. They love doing that kind of stuff. So get creative about what the prize is. At the end of the week on the designated day, I like to line this up with our family meeting where everyone is picking their jobs for the next week. We go through, we count the beads, we make sure everyone is getting their prize. Now, you could also potentially do this with sticker charts. I found personally that the sticker charts were not really helpful in my house. And here's why. Again, I have 5 kids and I have 2 children who are neurodiverse. And when there were sticker charts in my house, all of my kids could see their stickers and their sibling stickers. And sometimes it would feel disheartening to one kid or another, or they would become competitive with one another with the stickers. I was not trying to create a competitive spirit in my kids. And so having the beads in the jars, it's much harder to tell who has more or who's ahead or who's behind, which puts less pressure on us. In addition, one of the things that we found, because our kids weren't competing with each other to get beads or to have the most beads, is our kids would actually tell on their siblings. They would tattle on their siblings. So if they caught one of their siblings doing something that they felt merited a bead, they would come get us so that they could show us what their sibling was doing. So very, very frequently, one of our kids would run in the room and be like, come see what so-and-so's doing. They're cleaning their room and you didn't even ask. Or somebody would say, did you know that they're helping me with this project right now? And it also created this really cool camaraderie and connection between the siblings, which we absolutely loved. It gave the kids the opportunity to praise each other and to recognize each other's contributions and good deeds as well. I absolutely love it. By the way, try it. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. And if you're feeling particularly daring, you can add parent bead jars to your collection as well and let the kids give you beads too. Wouldn't that be something fun? So I'm super, super excited about this. This worked so well in our house for many, many years. It worked all the way up into the teen years. Obviously, our prizes changed over time. The way that we worked this changed sometimes. I remember one time that our oldest got a fishing lure from the box, and one time he got paintballs from the box. So we just added all kinds of random things to the box over time. We often got things on clearance or on sale. And again, you can always do experiences, or you get to pick as ways to encourage your kids to participate as well. This is a great way to get everyone helping around your house and cheerfully doing it instead of complaining. I think you're absolutely amazing. I 100% believe in you, and I know that you deserve to live the life that you've been dreaming of. And I'm so excited to hear about how this small step impacts your family and your ability to have a little bit more free time, a little bit more free energy to pursue the things that you love and to prioritize the things that matter most to you. All right, I will see you next time. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye, everyone.